from a movie.
Because we are here with, I call him the Whiskey Wizard. He's becoming a master blender. He's definitely a buddy of mine. He comes over and does content with us at The Art of Whiskey, and clearly we own Whiskey TV, aka The Art of Whiskey, with and brought to you by the Blendery. This is part 3 of barrel picking. Now, Richard, you've never got to be this, you've never seen this side of barrel picking with this level of intensity where you get to choose and really say yes, no, maybe. Now, what have you enjoyed most about this, man?
So I've done picks where people like they'll set you down at a table and put 4 things in front of you and you know, A, B, C, or D, which one do you want? This is way more than that, and we're rolling barrels off pallets, we're drilling into ourselves, we're maximizing our time, we're tasting way more than A, B, C, or D, or we're at the end of the alphabet already. We gotta start over. We've gone through 26, you know what I mean?
Literally,
so exactly.
not even an exaggeration.
Yeah.
People. You guys went through almost 20 plus, like, well, almost 30 something barrels in less than 2 hours.
Yeah, and they're almost every single barrel was approximately the same, you know, same distillery, same age, same everything, and it was awesome to see the different profiles across everything that you would get. I think the only difference would have been either all of them were 18 years old. It was either April, May, or June was like the only. I feel like that was the only difference of what we were tasting through today.
And so, what did you learn, and what changed for you having this ability to be so hands-on?
Sure, I noticed after tasting through them that there were. I liked everything we had today. I mean, you've got to be discerning because you can't get it all, but I liked every barrel that we tasted today. Everything was great bourbon. There were 2 specific profiles that I gravitated towards the most, and one was that raspberry profile, and the other one was a dark. If it was dark, but it was still sweet, and it was. You could just smell it, and there's not any question in your mind that it's 18 years old. I mean, you just already know as soon as you smell it that it's 18 years old, and it's not over oaked. It's just mature. You know,
that's interesting, man.
Yeah.
So, what's one of your takeaways so far, man?
Because
this right here is stuff that you're potentially either going to blend, add water to, or come up with something very unique story-wise. To not get people to buy, but just get them to like. Well, they don't have to buy in because the stuff you guys shop, you wouldn't buy. Tim wouldn't buy it if it wasn't superb.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, what's one of your takeaways, though, man?
When you think about bourbon in general, caramels, vanilla, all day. You know what I mean? Cherry is not an outlandish note to find on a bourbon.
Yeah.
Banana, sometimes you find that on. It's like with those buff turkeys. When you start finding strawberry, that is not a common thing. Same thing with this stuff. When you start finding raspberry, especially if it's a tart raspberry, you don't find that. You can't walk into a liquor store and say, you know, I want a bourbon with a raspberry note. It's not on the shelf.
Yeah.
So this is the work and effort and time you have to put in to bring home barrels that are next level special.
Interesting, man. So what are you going to do with these barrels, man?
I mean, they will probably not be touched. You know what I mean? They will
so
probably
single
go.
Barrels.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, at the quality level on these, we might blend a few of them. We might see if they take a little bit of water better, if that opens them up, and we'll always make sure that the barrel that we're working with once it gets bottled is optimum. It's as best as it can be for itself. And now, that might be cast strength, not touched. That might be a drop of water or 2. That might be 5 points, but no stone unturned. You know what I mean?
Now tell them, what's your expectation when coming in, or what was your expectation when you walked into this thing and you're like, man, I get to be a part of a barrel pick. I get to choose great whiskey. I don't want to get this wrong, but there's no wrong or right answers. It's all preference based. What's your expectation?
I didn't even have an expectation. I knew that it was going to be fun, and it has been. And I knew that we were gonna. I knew it was gonna be sweaty, and it has been.
Man.
But and I knew that we needed to be very efficient with our time, and we have been. But outside of that, I didn't have any expectations. I just knew we were going to come in here and get to work. But it's been a blast. I mean, I have not had more fun in a long time.
And what's your favorite bottle, man?
We just got a bead on some other special barrels. We're
buddy.
You can keep interviewing, but you might want to try these too.
Cool. Listen, we're trying everything, man, and that's the beauty about this thing. What's your favorite whiskey?
Hey, bro, I gotta go. I'm just kidding. That raspberry barrel, the shorty, that one messed me up pretty good. I really like that one. We also
goosebumps mess up.
There was a. It did give me goosebumps. Nice. Yeah. There was one that had a great cola note. Although I fear that's headed for Missouri.
Cola?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I fear that's headed for Missouri. Cheers, Missouri.
I don't fear that for the Missouri guys.
Yeah, I don't fear it for the Missouri folks. And then there were a few that had a heavy, sweet oak profile that was also very cool.
Interesting,
Yeah.
interesting. Well, guys, as always, we've got the Whiskey Wizard here. He's now a part of the Blendery's history, to say the least. History. And part of the history is making history, and to make history, you have to go on adventures and create and invent. This is one of the most inventive people I know, next to Tim, in the blender or in the whiskey space. And mind you guys, I don't know a lot, so don't come for me. But what I would tell you is you can come for me any day of the week. I'll be ready. But the other part is man, I've loved, learned, and lived in a very short window. I think at like, I feel like I'm going 500 miles an hour, if not 1,000 miles an hour through whiskey, and I still don't know what's happening, man. And he's one of the best guides I've met and know, so I can't thank Richard enough for being a part of my whiskey journey. And man, so much fun already.
Oh yeah.
Just in embracing this right here. There's how many barrels in here?
I don't have that many fingers and toes, bro.
Yeah.
There's I mean, some of them are to the ceiling. I mean, we're 6 tiers deep on some of these. So
we're in
talking
whiskey,
about probably 20,000 square, or a little less than 20,000 square feet. So
which means magic is in the making, and what a opportunity life provides to continue to make magic. So guys, if you're at the Blendery, stop by. Definitely say hi to the Whiskey Wizard, aka our guy Richard. His government name is Blum. He is working to become a master blender, and he's already the senior blender, to say the least. And his palate, not only does it matter, it's what keeps us all excited. If you watch any videos on YouTube or the shorts, you know when he gets goosebumps, that probably means it's good. So stay tuned, keep it whiskey. Until next time.
goosebumps have been had today, my friend.